All right, moving on now with the Supreme Court mooting an out-of-court settlement in the Ram Mandir tussle, members of the BJP have raised a demand for ordering construction of the temple with the help of legislation. In a confrontational statement, BJP MP Subramanian Swamy has said that in case Muslims do not agree to a mosque being built across the Sarayu river, the government might enact a law to build the temple when it gets a majority in the upper house, which is likely to happen by 2019. Even MOS law PP Chaudhary, speaking to India Today, did not rule out the possibility of taking the legislation route, but said that it will happen only in case talks break down and the apex court does not give a verdict. The opposition has called the statements akin to a threat by the ruling party.
सर, आपने ये ट्वीट किया है कि राज्यसभा में जब 2018 में हमारा बहुमत आएगा तो हम लोग कानून बना करके मंदिर बनाएंगे।
हाँ, कानून बना सकते हैं यदि उस तक समझौता नहीं होगा तो, क्योंकि कितने दिन हम समझौता के लिए इंतज़ार करेंगे। और यदि हम 2019 तक नहीं कर पाएंगे तो आप ही लोग फिर प्रचार करेंगे कि हमने कहा था कि मंदिर बनाएंगे और बना नहीं सके।
लेकिन कोर्ट ने तो कहा है कि दोनों पक्ष मिल करके इस पे करें और मध्यस्थता।
हम तो तैयार हैं, परंतु जिन लोगों ने कहा कि हम इस बातचीत में कोई विश्वास नहीं करते हैं, ये सब बेफजूल है, उसको कोर्ट ने सीधा सुनवाई करनी चाहिए, उसको तो आप कुछ नहीं कहते हो, मुझे कह रहे हो। मैंने कहा कि आप बातचीत नहीं करोगे तो हमारे लिए रास्ता बहुत साफ है।
लेकिन कोर्ट के फैसले से पहले आपका ये कहना
क्यों नहीं? हमें अधिकार है संविधान में, तुम लोगों को अब संविधान पता नहीं है, इसीलिए ऐसी बात करते हो।
That is true. When matter could not be resolved outside the court, then the case was filed. But at the same time, the doors of the negotiations are never closed. It is always open for both the parties. And to my mind, negotiation can be resumed at any time, any stage, even immediately before the verdict. So negotiation doors are always open.
But can we see a law, sir, the way many people are suggesting that if it is not resolved amicably, then when there is a majority of BJP in Rajya Sabha, a law might be passed by the parliament?
That stage has not reached. There are two steps still we are in front of us. One is about negotiation and another is court verdict. And thereafter we will see what it can be done.
But it cannot be ruled out?
It can't be ruled out. Anything is possible, but if negotiation, it happens with the negotiation, then it is good, and if it not, then the court can give its verdict.
So if both things fail, then the law is also another option which is open for the centre as well as state.
So far the legislative function is concerned, nobody can say that it is not open. It is open, it is available with the parliament. But whether it will be done or not, that is a second question.
What kind of mindset is this, that either you accept what we are saying, that is to leave that place, or we will do this in this way? This matter is in Supreme Court. So long as this matter is in Supreme Court, you cannot bring in a legislation, that is the law. Secondly, why doesn't this government has faith in the Supreme Court? This government should go to the Supreme Court and say, please hear it on day-to-day basis. As the Supreme Court is going to hear the triple talaq issue in some of her days, let this government go and say.
Supriya Bharadwaj joins us live from outside the Parliament in central Delhi. Supriya, are the contours of this legislation already being spoken about? Because for the MOS law to speak about this is very significant.
Absolutely, yes, Padmaja. As far as this legislation is concerned, the Ministry of Law is very clear, and they are saying that let the negotiations takes place. If that doesn't happen, it fails, because which is what we are seeing. Many people from the Muslim community are saying that a court is the only way. Asauddin Owaisi is saying that let the matter be heard on day-to-day basis in the Supreme Court. On the other hand, Dr. Subramanian Swamy and many other BJP MPs, as well as the leaders who are associated with Ram Janambhoomi campaign, are saying that either they should solve the matter amicably, or during the day-to-day they should actually come to the table and discuss with the court, and if that is not the way out, then a law should be made. So as far as the legislation is concerned, it seems that somewhere that Plan C has already started, the work has already started, because even the Law Ministry in a way has given a green signal that this option cannot be ruled out.
But doesn't this go contrary, Supriya, to what the government has been claiming all this while? In fact, the BJP in particular, while mentioning the Ram Mandir in all of their manifestos, have always stuck to the line that the matter is sub judice. Then where does the question of bringing in a legislation come about? They're not going to wait for the court verdict?
Well, Padma, this is where the MOS law had made it clear that first they have to go, they have to do the negotiation, then they have to go to the court. Once the court gives its order, then they will see that whether the legislation way can be used or not. But yes, he has categorically said that that option cannot be ruled out. So they will adopt a wait and watch policy. The work might start on the law, but if the courts doesn't rule or if there is a delay in it, then that route might be taken, is what the law minister and BJP MPs are saying. On the other hand, Subramanian Swamy is saying that enough of wait, we have to go all ahead, and by 2018, when in Rajya Sabha there is majority of BJP and the ruling government, then they should actually bring in this legislation and get it passed, and the Ram temple should be built in Ayodhya.
All right, and by 2019, they will also have the numbers required. Already they have it in the lower house, and the path will pretty much be clear by 2019 in the Rajya Sabha as well, Supriya.
Absolutely, yes. By 2018, we will be seeing that there will be more of the MPs from the ruling establishment side in the Rajya Sabha. At the moment, they fall short of majority, and once that happens, once there is majority in Rajya Sabha, then the MPs, including Subramanian Swamy, is saying that a law should be brought in and quickly it should be passed, and then the Ram temple should be built in Ayodhya before the 2019 Lok Sabha elections.
All right, for now, Supriya Bharadwaj, thank you very much for joining us on that story. In fact, just stay with me, because we want to remind our viewers that it was yesterday when the Supreme Court had said that mediation is a possible way out, that all the sides should in fact sit together, and if they require the court to mediate, it would be more than happy to do so. Otherwise, they should try and arrive at some kind of solution. But Supriya, is there also some effort, because after what the court has said, are the sides actually coming together? Because yesterday it was almost a flat out denial from Nirmohi Akhada, from the Muslim Personal Law Board. Nobody really seemed to be willing to even come to the table, leave alone talk.
Absolutely, yes, Padmija. As far as the Muslim organizations are concerned, they are saying that each time they come on the table to talk, there is this ASI report which the Hindu body put before them, and say that there is this mention by ASI that there was a 10th century temple which was there at the disputed site, and taking that into consideration, the Muslim organization should leave what they are saying, that they should be built the Babri Masjid there. At the same time, as far as the Hindu organizations are saying, that they are saying that time and again they have tried their level best to reach out to the Muslim organizations. So please just stay with me, because Priyanka Chaturvedi of the Congress also joins us on the phone line now. Priyanka Chaturvedi, do you think at least it's worth giving a shot? Because now you already hear voices saying that if mediation doesn't work out, we might even bring in a law. So at least let's give this a try.
No, absolutely. Now, this is what we have also said, considering that, this is part of the entire democratic structure that we live in, where debate and dialogue and consensus can perhaps lead to everlasting peace in a region which has been seeing a lot of strife, is one way of going about it. However, we must also remember that many such consensus building discussions that happen fail to reach any conclusion, and that is why the matter is lying in the Supreme Court. Now, the Chief Justice has come up with a suggestion. It is not a final verdict. I think, considering all sides have reinforced their faith in the Supreme Court and the legal process, we must await the final verdict on what they have to say on this matter.
Absolutely. But what do you make of the voices now, arising more prominently, Priyanka Chaturvedi, who say that by 2018 we'll have the numbers required. So if this formula doesn't work, we'll take the legislation route?
No, this is coming from Mr. Swamy, who has himself gone to the Supreme Court. He's not even a litigant in the original case as far as the Ayodhya issue is concerned. And now, considering he's coming up with statements like these, perhaps somewhere down the line he feels that Supreme Court will not give a verdict in probably his favor or whatever he seeks to get from there. That could be his idea, but there are many ideas that Mr. Subramanian Swamy has come up with regards to the finance minister, with regards to the Reserve Bank of India, and many other suggestions that he has come up with, which haven't been really taken up seriously. So
no, but why this gains more seriousness is because the MOS law, when speaking to us just a while ago in Parliament, pretty much reiterated what Mr. Swamy had said.
So that is something that we would have to, wait for if this is the language that they are speaking in, because considering that all sides the litigants who are actually involved in the case are they have said that they have total faith in the judicial process of the country, and they would go by whatever the judicial process and the apex body verdict is. Then it would be jumping the gun a bit when they talk about majority in the Rajya Sabha and being able to take a decision.
Okay.
If that was so much the case, they could have started the discussion in the Lok Sabha, considering they're the single largest party. So they have kept the pot boiling as far as Ayodhya is concerned, because it has helped them politically and keep the region divided for their own political gain. So this is just part of the bigger setup that Bharatiya Janata Party sees itself playing in the future.
All right, Priyanka Chaturvedi, thank you very much for speaking to us. Thanks also to my colleague Supriya Bharadwaj.